Hey there, Robert Vandergoes of the Vandergoes Group, and this one's just about ready to close. But one thing that what I want to share with you guys is exactly what we could have done and what we did to this home to get it ready. We don't need a full remodel on a property to get the highest value on the property, but the strategic information that we're going to share with you about what we did on this home probably will help you in the future. And if you want some more information about how we can help you, let's take a look. So we really didn't touch much about the landscape. We did bring in a couple new plants, and obviously we brought in some more mulch and ground cover, but really didn't do a whole lot. Exterior, all we did was basically pressure wash the walls and then put some new light fixtures on the outside. Minimal price, big return, just pressure washing kind of cleans everything up. Nice thing is this one has actually a double door entry. One thing we definitely did have to do in this home was all new flooring throughout. What we did is repainted both ceilings and walls, touched up the baseboards, new LTV flooring, the lighting and hardware in the living room we exchanged out with the old, brought some new stuff in, brought it a little bit more modern. What we also did is instead of replacing the handrails and banisters that were here, we simply painted them. They were the old wood colored, and we just brought it in, tied it to the new doors and the painted doors that we brought in. Changed out some of the lighting fixtures up here as well. So really focused on minimizing the overall cost of what we are doing to this home to maximize the return. And I would have hit my head on that light. But this one matches the door entry light. We put in 5.5-inch baseboards as well, kind of modernize it a little bit. But if you look at the Plantation shutters, we didn't touch those. We just left them as they were. They were in working condition. We could have exchanged those for different window coverings, but decided kind of maximize our profit and minimize our expenses. The kitchen was a big to-do. Should we remodel the entire thing or not? In this case, what we decided to do is we decided to simply paint the doors, put new hardware on them. They are not slow close, they're not the easy glide, but we did replace all the appliances. So we brought in all new appliances. They were very old, dated. And then we did put some canned lighting in here as well, just to kind of brighten it up and modernize it. Didn't change the windows. The sliding glass door is a double door here, and then there's another one on that side of the house. Backyard, we cleaned up the pavers, had some weeds through it. We took some extra pavers, and actually if you look over here, we got a whole stack more of pavers that if you wanted to extend another walkway, more patio space, you could. But what we did is we dropped those in there just to be able to get to that shed. One of the nice features about this home, it does have a block wall enclosed yard. So it's got longevity, it's gonna last for a long time. It's got this beautiful patio cover. Really didn't do much to it. All we did was pressure wash the tops of it and the sides as well. We did have to replace 1 or 2 screens, so nothing much going on in there. This is like a little breakfast nook area. We did change out, we made it a flush ceiling mount light. Watch your step. This casing did have Plantation shutters as well. Made this room feel much darker. And so what we did is we just simply removed them carefully. We put them in the garage, labeled them, make sure that the contractors we had didn't throw them away, so that if the new owner wants to put them back in and install them, they can go ahead and do so. Or if they want to remove the casing, they can easily do that. Didn't really do much with the fireplace. It's obviously an older brick fireplace. And all we did in here was also paint. We left the bar countertop, the granite material it is. We didn't stain it, and we didn't glaze it either. Replaced the hardware up here in the light with the ceiling fan as well. This home does not have air conditioning, nor did we decide to install air conditioning. Just one of those features that probably will save us $7,000 to $10,000, but that isn't needed in this case. As you can tell, we replaced all the doors, but these doors, we just painted. So we painted the same color as the new doors that we brought in, but these are older doors. Really didn't touch much. Closet, we left it as is. Don't have to do an organizer. One feature about this home that's great is it does have this downstairs bedroom. And then one of the other features that's great about this property is it does have a full bathroom downstairs. It's got a step-in shower. Let me take you into this one. We really didn't do much into this one. If you look here, Had it enclosed. It's not tile. It's the fiberglass. It's a step up walk-in shower. Only thing we really did is we put a new bowed shower curtain rod, changed the shower curtain, left the sink, decided not to glaze that. We painted the cabinetry, put new hardware, didn't even change out the lighting. So what we're really trying to do is maximize the potential on this property as a flip, and helping our clients with the knowledge and investment opportunities definitely steps forward. These were already here. We really didn't have to do much here. Here's the 3-car garage, which is an amazing feature about this neighborhood. A lot of them do have 3-car garages. We didn't have to do anything to the water heater as well, which was a great feature, nor the furnace. Furnace is not terribly old, so it's in good shape still. And it did come with this fridge as well. It's got the Gorilla rack shelving up top, which we left. And as I mentioned, it's got this block wall enclosed yard, which is a dynamite feature. This was just simply painted. It's not epoxy. Another money saver for us. And then we're going to get you on upstairs here. All we did on going upstairs is just paint these rails. We did replace the actual hardware on the base of it, but really didn't have to do much to it. Changed out this lighting here to match the rest of the lighting throughout that we replaced. Nice feature about this home is this vaulted area. It's got a lot of space. It was one of the big selling points that homeowners really enjoyed and looked at during the open houses while we were here. But this is going to be what's the selling point for this home. Is this double door entry primary suite. And then when I call it a primary suite, it truly is a primary suite. You've got these huge vaulted ceilings here. We replaced the flooring, minimal carpet and padding. That's all we had to do. It's got the bonus sitting area here with the secondary fireplace, which is great if you want to make it a media room, a little yoga studio, home office. It's a nice feature. Or if you just want to create a nice sitting area for reading or something like that. Dynamite area. We really didn't do much with the brickwork. Left it as is. Replaced the carpeting. We painted. Did not change the baseboard up here. So what we did is we're looking at financial return on our costs. All we ended up doing was painting. It's got multiple closet spaces. You got one there, one here, two more there. So you've got 6 closet doors as well. And what it does is really kind of opens up the space, but gives you a lot of opportunities for storage. So here you got one closet. Does not go through, which is a nice feature. So everybody's got their own space. In this master bathroom, we really didn't do much to it. Painted the cabinetry, put new hardware on. We didn't even change out these faucets. Left the original mirror there. As you can tell, this is pretty much original tile. I don't know how comfortable that tub looks to sit on with a straight back like that, but we decided against doing any of that work simply for the cost to return on it. We did replace one lighting up there. That's about it. Didn't even change out the enclosure, repainted that, and left the skylights as they were. What we're really trying to do in this is maximize the potential on our return for this investment. One thing to consider, and we did in this property, is whether or not we wanted to do glazing on countertops and the tiles. It is a very inexpensive product. It comes in, basically it's an enamel coating. You can glaze the sink, you can glaze the countertops, you can glaze linoleum, you can glaze Formica, any type of hard surface. In this property, it probably would have been about $2,000, but the return on investment would have really elevated the property. But in this case, we had a budget. We decided to stick with the budget. One thing you could also consider is replacing these old drop-down lights with can lights, and you pull it, basically you're just pulling this section out, and then you're going to refinish the interior and then drop a few canned lights in there. It's a great return on your investment, modernizes the property. And one thing that we do for our clients is we have 2 options. Is we can personally loan money out at 0 interest. And then there's another option if you budget's a lot higher in the expenses, is up to $50,000. It's through a program that our brokerage has, and we'd love to share that information. But the fact that we have knowledge about what's a strong return on your investment and what your property actually has to do to elevate it and to get it to that right price of what you're looking for, we'd be happy to share that information. So give us a call anytime. Thanks. So there you have the primary suite. And then this property has 2 additional bedrooms up here. All the upstairs bedrooms have the vaulted ceilings. We changed out the actual doors and then changed the lighting, which is a box fan with light. And then all we did was paint these closet doors, which is just a wood closet door. Didn't touch anything with the Plantation shutters. Changed out the carpet and the face plates on some of the walls, but didn't even change out the baseboards that run along there. The only baseboards that we did change out are the ones here in the hallway because we laid the new LTV flooring. This storage area here, basically all we did was change out the hardware. In fact, we didn't even change out the hinges. We're looking at costs. We didn't even change out this, I think it's fiberglass light. Not quite sure. It's 70s, that's what it is. In here, similar as the other room, this one's got a 3-door closet bedroom. It's got basically the same thing, the box ceiling fan with light. We didn't touch any of the Plantation shutters. All we did was replace the padding and carpeting, and then we painted the doors, replaced this door so the hardware matches. And then we have here another bathroom. We decided against glazing the countertops or changing the hardware. All we did was change the hardware on the drawers and cabinetry and left this pretty much as it was. Painted the walls, and that's about it. I take you back into the primary suite where I get to say adios and goodbye. And this one is sold. We'd love to share our information about what we know about return on investments or what you're spending your money on and how to best spend your money on. Not every home has to be completely remodeled to get the maximum dollar in the return. Knowing what we do for flips and what we do for our clients, when the money comes in, what we're really looking to do is say, how much are you going to gain from that out? And we're always trying to do a 3x return for our clients on their. One thing to consider, and we did in this property, is whether or not we wanted to do glazing on countertops and the tiles. It is a very inexpensive product. It comes in, basically it's an enamel coating. You can glaze the sink, you can glaze the countertops, you can glaze linoleum, you can glaze Formica, any type of hard surface. In this property, it probably would have been about $2,000, but the return on investment would have really elevated the property. But in this case, we had a budget. We decided to stick with the budget. One thing you can also consider is replacing these old drop-down lights with can lights, and you pull it, basically you're just pulling this section out, and then you're going to refinish the interior and then drop a few canned lights in there. It's a great return on your investment, modernizes the property. And one thing that we do for our clients is we have 2 options. Is we can personally loan money out at 0 interest, and then there's another option if your budget's a lot higher in the expenses, is up to $50,000. It's through a program that our brokerage has, and we'd love to share that information. But the fact that we have knowledge about what's a strong return on your investment and what your property actually has to do to elevate it and to get it to that right price of what you're looking for, we'd be happy to share that information. So give us a call anytime. Thanks. Investments in what they're spending their money on. So if we can help you at any time, we'd be happy to help. Robert Vandergoes of the Vandergoes Group. Till next time.